Okay, so, hello. I ended up doing this entire thing without realizing I wasn't recording. So we're gonna take a step through and look at everything that I did, and then I will elaborate more. But, yeah. Whoopsie. That's a little silly guy. Whoopsie. Anyways, alright, so, first of all, for this one. Um, Drawing face structures, you want to start with, like, a curved cross around the circle. Heads usually start with circles unless it's like a different species, but I'm still not very good at those, so we're not going to worry about those. Um, you typically just want to connect the dots, or the lines kind of like that. And then the nose will go roughly where the cross is. The eyes will go here. And the one on the side facing away from the camera is going to be a lot smaller than the other one. And then the mouth just kind of goes... The mouth is a lot easier to position. You typically want it to be in the center of the face. You can give it a bunch of different expressions, obviously. Well, but and like the positioning of the mouth will change like what the expression reads. Like if you do this, this is kind of like cheeky. This is normal. This is just weird. But yeah. On like head on perspective is always really hard, but for the face it makes it easier because it's symmetrical. Um, Doing up is always really hard, as I was saying on the video that was not ever recorded, which rip. I don't recommend doing up because it's again really hard to do. Um, and then you can also do like a upwards diagonal perspective that's a lot easier. It's not necessarily easy per se, but and if you're doing like a cartoonish style, don't be afraid to have the eyes go off the head. But yeah, I for this I recommend thinking of like just how 3D things work. So like if you're looking at someone's face and then they turn, they're gonna have a completely different face contour. So if you're doing it like completely sideways, you kind of want to go for this style of silhouette, and the ear will go here, and then the mouth on this side. For some reason, I don't know why anime does it this way, but it looks right usually. Um, there's like usually a line between, or like gap between the mouth and the edge of the face. You can also do with like more what's it called? Expressive emotions. You can do it like this, which is a lot harder to get right. And then obviously from this side you only draw one of the eyes. I also, in the deleted, or not deleted, the failed recording version, I explained about how eye shape changes a lot of things. So, if I go here, and just... Every part of the face has a purpose. The nose is usually what I use as the anchor point, because you want the eyes to be a bit apart from the nose, and you want the mouth to be under the nose. Oh. And then... So this is just kind of a neutral expression. If you do this, it looks mad. If you do this, she looks kind of sad. Eyebrows are very important, but another thing you can do is the eye shape. So this looks confused. Or you can do it like this. And then, the mouth shape obviously is important too. But yeah. Yeah, I'll do one more on facial expressions later. But that's going to be it for this one because I've got to cut this one short. And I also already recorded like half of it. I already recorded 7 minutes without actually recording, so yay. But have a good night, y'all. Take care, and bye bye.